What's up? It's Wednesday, and the Astros pitching staff has turned upside down. That's what I titled it.
That's what you went
We
with?
have cats.
That's what you
dogs.
went with?
We have
That's
dogs
what you went
being
with?
cats. We have.
That's what you went with?
Yeah, that's what I went with.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the real problem here.
The real problem's this. And if we don't beat Chris Bassett, I will waterboard myself in this next stream. Because he's going to be throwing 88 miles an hour.
like half our lineup has 1,000 OPS plus against
He's throwing a no-hitter.
Chris Bassett. Yeah,
He's throwing a no-hitter.
for sure.
He's throwing a no-hitter. Yep, you're right. Involuntarily, we've upside down our lineup.
Yeah, we have starters in the bullpen, and we have bullpen guys starting. And what do you know? And then you burned Okert as well,
And you burnt Bennett, and you burnt Weiss,
just to get 7 innings out of 3 guys, 5 runs. You said it yesterday in a text. It was perfect. Jason Alexander could have gone out there and give you 5-6 innings, 5 runs. I mean,
Iguodala could have given you that.
You could have had
Iguodala could have
you'd have
Iguodala.
You have to burn 3 guys to get 5 runs in 6 innings.
I did call the Alonso home run 100%.
We had a lot in the chat early.
This is where I'm frustrated because I'm doing the book, and and yesterday's game was on. I don't like putting anything on the offense. The offense has been very, very, very good on the year. Yesterday, the situational hitting, the runners in scoring position, the strikeouts with runners in scoring position was brutal. But that's baseball. You just are not going to win a lot of games when Correa's 1 for 5, Jordan's 1 for 4, Paredes 0 for 4, Altuve's 0 for 5. Yeah. Granted, you should win a lot of games when, this is not a slight at Walker. Walker was 2 for 4. He's a steady Eddie right now. Diaz was 2 for 4. Harris was 1 for 4. Smith was 1 for 4, and Bryce was 3 for 4.
You could say the lineup got turned upside down too. Compared to 2 days ago when the front half of the lineup did everything, and the bottom half went 0 for 14. Now you have the opposite.
And there's a
Bryce Massey's been 3 for 4 with the tank.
Hug your loved ones. This is where I'm at. This is from a great philosopher that I know, and he reached out to us, and he said, he said this. Let me pull it up exactly. I don't want to butcher it because a great philosopher did say this to us. He said,
I'm really excited.
You know what? Quote, you know what? A bullpen game after a day off should tell you everything about the state of a baseball team. End quote.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we doing? It's like you're drowning
in 2 feet of water. Stand up.
You're drowning in 2 feet of water.
Stand up.
And you're like, let me try a new move. Let me try and learn. Let me try and play polo.
Let me commit seppuku right now in 2 feet of water.
It's just like you're. Why are we just unnecessarily after a day off, giving yourself a bullpen day? Tang wasn't going to give you more than what he gave you, which he was fine.
Look, Adam Lambert.
I love Tang.
We have staff ace Adam Lambert on the bump today, and it's going to come to a point where he's going to continue. I mean, look, I have all the trust in the world with Adam Lambert on the mound. I do.
Unfortunately, yeah, you should have more trust in him than most others.
And at this point, I just want to break free of all of this. And I just feel like I'm under pressure. And it's this crazy little thing called love of baseball. And you just can't stop me now. And as long as he's on the bump, there's a chance. There's a chance that Adam Lambert is going to perform at the highest level he can.
Well, you hope he has a kind of magic.
where he steps on the mound and it's just another one bites the dust, one time after another. And he's a cool cat, and I get that, but
you need the strike zone to look like a fat bottom girl. You fill up the bottom of the strike zone.
That was good. That was good. I think we did 9 right there. That was pretty good. That was strong.
You gotta look at the back of the baseball cards.
I just
hang in there, Astros fans.
Okay, yeah. Also, yeah. Let's. Dana Brown was on the flagship. Oh yeah, ended it with hang in there, Astro fans.
No.
Dana Brown. Someone will be hanging. Someone will be hanging Dana Brown.
Hang in there, Astros fans.
Someone will.
Hang in there, Astros fans.
It's going to be me off the bridge over Buffalo Bayou because I'm becoming the Joker. I'm becoming the Joker. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm still believing in this team because the AL West sucks. The AL West is bad. The Astros are 11-19, and they're 4.5 games out of first place. That's 1 week. That's 1 week. You play baseball. I double dog dare you to play baseball good for 1 week and see where you're at.
Yeah.
Just see where you're at if playing baseball after 1 week. And it's frustrating because Baltimore didn't really impress me. Like, Gunnar Henderson scores leadoff double, gets hosed. Altuve misses the tag, misses the ball. Adley Rutschman, who's on fire, little duck fart into left field, scores him. Basallo, who is 500 pounds, has absolute hands, rips one off the right field, scores Adley Rutschman. Then you kind of get in a rocking chair for the middle innings. You pitch in and out of damage. You get out of it. Okert struggled a bit. Weiss comes in. You pitch to Alonso. Alonso hits one to freaking Washington, D.C., right? And then, oh, wow, look at that. In the 7th inning, another walk, scores a run. Okay. Nothing yesterday screamed that the Astros should have lost that game. And you're just at a point where the schedule's not gonna get easier. Like you're in the easy part. So you just have to have a good week, and it starts facing Chris Bassett, and it's 41-year-old Chris Bassett who throws 91. You have to hang crooked number after crooked number and just go and then go win a series on Thursday. Because if you keep winning only 33% of your games, I'm not good at math. It means you're going to be like a lot of losses. A lot of losses. You keep winning only 33% of your games. It's just, I don't know. It's frustrating. I think it was more frustrating because it was bases loaded, no outs, you don't get a run. It's runners second and third, we can't get them over, get them in. It's not having productive out. I think yesterday, 12 outs. I think they struck out 12 times yesterday. So 42% of your outs were strikeouts.
Yeah, so struck out 12 times. Cam Smith went 1 for 4 with 3 Ks. His OPS is down to 670.
That's a good question over an IG. Tone asked, in all seriousness, did y'all see whatever about the ABS affecting the top of the zone where our pitchers usually attack? I noticed after the first week. Yeah, at the top of the zones, that's the demarcation line? Like, no one wants to get in that zone.
Sure, yeah.
No one wants to be up there. I've seen a lot of top shelf, like 12-6, that they try to hit that top part of that zone to get that review, but we're probably going to miss the review. Or we'll challenge the third pitch of the game.
June is very validly crashing out over an IG.
Very, very valid.
Let it out.
All right, let's go through the comments. Let's go through the comments. Jim says he hasn't lost hope, but teetering. Fair. The pressure's on Joe after Thompson gets fired. Mendoza is probably, I think it'll be Mendoza and then potentially Skip after that if it keeps going. Losses don't even hurt anymore, Court said. I'm very
numb. Comfortably numb.
Shout
out Nirvana.
Comfortably numb.
Oh, no. Wait, that's comfortably numb is...
Numb is just Linkin Park. I was about to play that. Weiss looked good and bad at the same time.
It's Pink Floyd.
Yeah. Hey, I tweeted it. Is Yainer Diaz not calling his own pitches?
I don't think he is anymore.
Okay, then what value do you have? What? Honest question.
Well, it's supposed to be the bat.
The bat's not there.
That's always supposed to have been his value.
Give me
if
you're gonna be below average defensively catcher, and you're not even calling your own pitches. You got that taken off your plate.
I mean, it's fair.
So that got added. That got added on someone else's plate. Who's doing the game plan management? Who's doing that?
It's probably just the coaches.
And this is where I'm at too. And this is where I'm when you know how the sausage is made, and it's came out, but all the years of Maldi over Yainer, Dusty doesn't know what he's doing, blah 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 blah. The game plan, the work that you put in as a professional that is not seen at 7 p.m. every night, right? The late nights on the plains game planning, the putting the hours in and making sure like, hey, XYZ is being done. When you get a young guy to kind of learn the ropes from someone that is doing that day in and day out at a very, very high level, and that young guy's not doing it, that young guy's not listening, that young guy is not following the steps of a seasoned veteran, and then you go, hey, it's your job now. And now we're sitting here 3 years later from that.
He didn't study for the test.
We're sitting 3 years later from that. We had to take that off his plate potentially. I don't know. It was just weird to see him looking into the dugout and putting like, I don't know. It just really upset me.
Well, I mean, if they call pitches, it's through from the dugout through the pitch comm.
Yeah.
But I do think they worked something out with Yainer, which has helped him get better. I think he looks over to them after a pitch, and they are letting him know how close it was for future ABS challenges. I think that's what they're coaching him on. That was a little low.
He's been good on that. I mean,
yeah, I think he's getting better at that, and I think that's through coaching. Because I noticed that too. After a pitch, he'll look at the dugout. I think they're letting him know, where it actually is ABS related, so he can quickly, he sees it and then he hears it and then he can start mapping it out.
I'm going through the comments. A bullpen game with this bullpen is insane. The season is a bust. How do these weak ass new arms going down? They're so lost right now. Took every fiber of my being to yell Joe for unemployed 2026. It's like shitting your pants and changing your shirt. I have no trust in anyone at this point. I hope Vasquez starts tonight. Nick, nope. Lambert's not going to call. Lambert's up there. He's in pole position. Him and Spence for Iguodala, and that's prestigious. We all know that.
Yeah.
Ethan says, I like how Dez has a list of Queen songs he's looking on his laptop. You don't know that. You don't know that, Ethan, at all. It's a little crazy thing called love. I know the hits. When I miss Jake Myers, there's a problem. Recession indicator. Phillies fired their manager and offered the job to Cora. He said no thanks. I'm taking the money. I'm enjoying this year. Final resting spot, Louisiana Street. More like hanging there, Astro fans. That's a good one, Axel. You want to hear a joke, Murray? That's a good one. We're going to close Louisiana Street for a crime scene. We're saying all the hot words to get canceled. Love this. Subconsciously, football thinking fucked everyone up. Now we panic a couple weeks ago. Bad, fair. I'm just still thinking the AL West is, thank God they're bad. Thank God it's a bad division.
Yeah. Do you think there's any scenario where Joe gets fired this season? Absolutely. I mean, if this continues, especially once if it took that long,
at that point you just ride it out. Like,
yeah,
like if it gets too bad,
I could see if you're in late July and Hunter Brown's back, a lot of your guys like Pena's back, like you're healthy for a good few weeks and you're still playing like this and you're still 10 under 500 or something in late July, he's for sure. That's like the for sure 100% he's gone. That's my line. It might be before that, but I'm just saying by then that's the for sure line of there's no way he's still around at that point.
This is where I'm at. This is where I'm at.
I know, Andrew. Our Bearcats, it was a close one.
Where I'm at is I don't think any move's going to be made because no move was made in the offseason because the owner didn't want to pay those contracts out and then pay for new contracts. Yeah. Fact. Well, that is a stone cold fact.
Is never going to do.
No one's reporting it, but that's a fact.
He's not going to do what the Red Sox owner is doing right now and pay Alex Cora to sit on the couch. No. Jim Crane, I could see him being like, "No, fuck that. I'd rather you just go down with the ship." He's never fired a coach midseason.
I know he's not happy. I know no one's happy. It's
the only if Omar Lopez didn't go win the WBC this offseason, I would have said chances of Joe be getting fired would be less than 5% this year, no matter what. Omar doing that and showing promise, and like that's the only way where it's like maybe he wants to try Omar out. But
so
other than that, you never know. The grass isn't always greener. I don't think it's a fix.
I think this is the season in a nutshell. The May 11th through May 17th, where you have 4 versus Seattle and 3 versus Texas. South Oklahoma. That's what we wrote on the whiteboard of like, hey, where are we? Or I put the goal be 2 back, right? You have 7 division games at home in that homestand. If you get embarrassed, heads are rolling. Like that just has to happen. If you have a homestand that is that bad, because going into that homestand, you had the Yankees, right? Which it was probably 60-40 Yankee fans. Maybe 50-50. I don't know, chat. Tell me if you guys were there. Tell me if you were there. From TV perspective, look 60-40. Look 50-50. Then you have the LA series next week. May 4th, May 5th, May 6th. That's probably going to be 60-40 LA, right? So if you go into let's go. Let's just call it General Custard Espada's last stand because we all know how General Custard's last stand went. Those 7 games, and if you get embarrassed, and then the previous 2 homestands were taken over by other fans, that just doesn't go.
So you're saying on the way back from South Oklahoma, you stop in San Antonio and leave him at the Alamo.
Well, I mean, you're home.
You're home with the Alamo.
You're home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a homestand.
We just drive him out there.
It's
anyway.
A homestand.
Hey, Joe, we're gonna go on a trip.
We're going to the farm.
We're going to the farm.
We're going to the train station. Those are big. Just
so your goal is to be within 1.5 games after
plus or minus. Optimistically, I thought they could get up 1.5 games, but now you have to probably.
I mean, if you're within 1.5 games after that May 17th trip, then you can basically
not a trip. It's a homestand.
Yeah, that homestand. You can basically wash the entire first half of the season
100%
and just say, all right, here we are.
It's a hard reset.
Here.
It's a hard reset.
Hopefully starting to get healthy. Yeah. No, I fully agree.
Yeah, it's. And also at this point, I don't think Omar's the.
They were singing "Happy Birthday" to Judge during the last game, and it was loud. We let them do that in our stadium.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know this. Supposed to be bad weather tonight in Baltimore. Going through the comments, Ethan asks, "Emi bust? Way too early. Way too early."
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we didn't drive down there for that.
We almost drove down.
I would have. I told Josh I would have driven us off the bridge into the Gulf if we went down there and saw that. So.
Oh, beep boop, beep boop. Texans sign a 3-year extension for Al-Shaair. He's the leader of that defense. So
why are we not calling up Jason Alexander? Shy ass. That's a great question.
So now we have a bullpen day, and you're telling me that we might have bad weather tonight to where Lambert maybe goes 2 and then it gets delayed, and now you have to have a bullpen day tonight as well. Is that what you're telling me? and then you don't have your next off day is until
Crochet is down.
your next off day isn't until the 7th. So you're starting a stretch of the Orioles, the Red Sox, and the Dodgers with no off days.
No off days.
And the first day of that, you do a bullpen day.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's
Great
your thoughts
strategy.
on Skip and Dana? That you know what, we may make that a standalone video. I don't know. I still don't
let it fly at some point.
I don't know. Maybe.
Whoa.
Shark says you're gonna get tired of hiring with but then by 3 weeks in the potential Lopez era. You know, I'm at this point where just bring Dusty back for the rest of the 7 months. Let him do what he does. I need something. I need funny stories. Just bring him back.
Come on, Dusty?
Just bring him back.
Oh.
Just bring him back.
Just
bring him back.
I think pretty much outside of a World Series trip this year, you have a different manager next year.
Yeah.
I think that's
and you're gonna have a new GM.
And you probably have a new GM.
What if there is a do the that's a Raven like see in the future? AJ Hinch is the Houston Astros general manager and president of baseball operations, and Alex Cora is your manager.
No. First part.
Bet on it?
No, because you're too plugged in. But I just don't see how Jim Crane goes back to Alex Cora after
what president of baseball operations has all say.
That's fair. It's fair. It's totally fair. That'd be crazy. That'd be so crazy hypocritical of Jim Crane.
AJ Hinch,
but
president
I
of baseball operations, Houston Astros.
I wouldn't mind that.
What is the status of Lopes and DeZenzo? That's a great question. I have not heard anything on.
Did they not play yesterday?
I do feel the chirps are getting Altuve. Altuve looks ever since the Colorado series.
Yeah.
That one guy was just fucking laying into him.
I think he fell back into he started to fall back into old Altuve, and now I feel like he's in a little bit of an in between where he's not aggressive enough to be like hitting the ball, but he's not patient enough. So he's kind of in the in between where he's second guessing himself on what to swing at and what to take. And he's kind of you can see where he's kind of pulling off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, because it's he had a strikeout, a ground out short, ground out third, strikeout, ground out third.
He's pulling everything.
Yeah,
he's like I said, he's in like an in between between attack and wait. And he's kind of getting that.
As bad as that bases loaded strikeout was in the 7th, I think he had to count the 2-0, and then there was a 2-1 he swung through. It was a 2-1 take or the 2-1 swing. I forgot what it was, vice versa. But one of the cuts was a healthy cut that I thought he was on. So he's probably gonna go off tonight. I think he's back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody can get you back.
I really like the swing.
A pitcher you've seen 1,000 times. That's not great, like Chris Bassett. DeZenzo's
Dez will probably be ready for next series.
I think he will be. Him?
If Cam continues to struggle and the outfielders come back, does he potentially get sent down? I don't think so. He needs a fresh breath of air.
There might be I could see a Phantom IL.
I don't know.
You can't afford it now, but I just mean if Loperfido comes back and Jamel comes back, and like you can afford to. I could see.
Shark makes a good point. Been 10 years. We watched enough WWE to know things change over time. Hey, 10-year anniversary of the 17 team. You make the manager of that time your president of baseball ops. You make that bench coach your manager. Woo, buddy, sign me up.
The crowd pop,
the villain,
the pop of the crowd,
the villain. Oh,
when he comes out, can you imagine AJ walking in? Who's the one that strutted? Is it Stone Cold? I don't know. But you imagine AJ walking in like.
I could not imagine AJ doing that.
I'm back, bitches.
But, hey, AJ comes back as president of baseball. That's a lot of golf for him over at Blue Jack. It's a lot of golf.
Yeah. Get on links with him a little bit.
I would love to golf with him at Blue Jack. Joey Lopes may not have a leg at this point. Who knows? Fair.
What are some of the Wednesday bits we do? We're getting to the halfway point. Looking forward to tomorrow. We will be live at 11:30.
That's what time the game is tomorrow?
Yeah, 11:30.
11:30?
Yeah. 30 minutes earlier.
Central Standard Time?
Yeah. 11:30. 11:30 ball game, getaway day.
Okay.
Then they're going to Boston. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Thunder. I think Bryce actually, and I'm not a Bryce guy. Haven't been. Been a little tough on him. I think he has a good middle infield arm in center field. It's a quick release. Like the ball gets there. Like he hosed Gunnar Henderson yesterday to lead off the game. Altuve just missed the ball and tag. And then there's another one in left field on what homestand was it? Was it Colorado? No. It might have been Colorado where Altuve missed. It was Boston. He missed on Trevor Story.
Yeah.
Had him hosed.
Yeah.
He has a good. It's not a strong arm. It's a quick arm. It's a quick release, quick arm. And gets it out. But yeah, definitely not a strong arm. But I think he knows his arm, and that's all you really need. Because if you have a bad arm and you take 20 days to wind up and throw,
Yeah.
Rudy said, so glad y'all didn't come to Corpus last night. Yeah. Dodgers for a 3-peat, most likely.
What do y'all think of Espada getting fired? Yeah, we've touched on that a lot. Maybe that's what we make the weekly pre-recorded. Just getting into that because that's a big thing on a lot of Astros fans' minds. Is that coming? When's the last time you had two former World Series managers fired in the same week? That's crazy. That's a big shakeup all around baseball. You have two. Obviously, Rob Thompson didn't win, but he's been in the World Series, and Cora won twice. Once.
Cora's only won
once. 18.
I got an Apple Watch to show for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of shakeups around the league. I can see why Astros fans are interested in that, and you see Omar Lopez go win WBC, and you're like, let's get this guy. He seems pretty good. I just don't know. I mean, there's just a lot more other things behind the scenes that that lead you to either pull the trigger or not pull the trigger on firing your manager in April. I mean, April's crazy. I can't believe Cora and Thompson got fired in April. Usually you give until May and try and turn things around, but that's crazy. Pena batting practice off Hader.
Yeah, he had a live BP yesterday.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't know. What'd you say? Comfortably numb?
Yeah.
That's what it is right now.
Shout out Pink Floyd.
Comfortably numb.
I think he's not the problem. I don't understand why we keep switching skips and start all over again. Is Jim Crane Jerry Jones? You have experience with this. You know more about the everyday life of having a Jerry Jones as your team owner. Is he?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. I don't think so either. He was for one winner when they fired Click and
for sure
him, and that was very Jerry Jones-esque.
For sure.
Essentially, it was him and his buddies GMing for a little bit there. But I think overall, I don't think so. He might be the closest in baseball to getting to that.
I think at the end of the day, Jim Crane is a former baseball player who's a billionaire. And he has that mindset. That mindset never leaves you. It's a zero-sum game.
That is very Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones played football. He's an owner, and he makes a lot of moves that are like buddy-buddy type of. he is a little bit more business savvy, I think, just in terms of moves. Like there's very rarely that he signs a bad contract, a long bad contract.
It's different because I think frustrations with, and I'm not trying to carry a billionaire's water. So I think there's 24 other teams that wish they had an owner and minority ownership of the last decade and a half.
Yeah, there's absolutely
not just results,
but 20 other teams that wish Jim Crane was their
spending,
owner.
like
100,000%.
He went and got Correa. He went and got Hader. He went and got Verlander multiple times.
He's not perfect.
Like, they spend. Now the argument is like, hey, they spend
stupidly sometimes.
Stupidly? Do they spend in a way that's not with self-imposed and restriction hard caps and essentially created their own salary cap? Hey, why are we giving 15% of allocation of our budget to a 36-year-old and Jose Abreu? Right? Yeah. Like, why? Which I love, and I want Josh Hader to be on this team. I think Josh Hader makes this team very, 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 very good. You give a closer $19 million. Like, you have arguments for every move just because of a self-imposed salary ceiling that they do tend to go over when at the deadline. They tend to make moves, right? And I think there's 22 other teams that would take that. I mean,
there's how many very bad owners.
How many teams this year, right? Because there's at least on the American League side, because it's wide open.
Yeah.
You have the AL Central all, I think, under 500. 4 of the 5 teams in the West are under 500. You only have 2 teams in the entire American League
over 500.
Oh, 3 teams, excuse me, over 500. The 20-10 Yankees, the 18-11 Rays, and the 15-14, formerly known as the Oakland Athletics, formerly known as Prince Athletics.
Yeah.
At 15-14.
The Astros.
How many of those ownership groups on the American League side are willing to stay and not spend because they're content of where they're at? The ownership groups are content with what they're seeing. They're making money hand over fist. They're a potential division winner and potential wild card team by just rolling what they have. I would say a lot. Where in the past, Jim Crane has been like, fuck it, let's spin. So
the Astros are within 3.5 games of the entire AL of making the playoffs, like right now.
Yeah.
They're within 4 games. The A's are in 3rd place in the AL. They're the 3rd seed. So the Astros are within 4.5 games from the 3rd seed in base, the 3rd best record in the AL. Like, that's how bad most of the league has been, and that's how reversible it still is after all of this, after all of these issues. Now, do I believe that they can do it? There's a lot to go, but that's why our favorite quote coming back around. Our favorite quote every year.
Just hang in there, Astro fans.
That's one of them. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It is a marathon, not a sprint.
There's a lot of season left.
It's only been 30 games.
It's only been 30 games.
It feels like it's been 300 games.
35 minutes in.
What bits do we have on Wednesday?
Is Wednesday...
We say this every week. Why have we not just written down our bits?
I don't know. I had them written down for the pre-recorded episode. I wrote down all those. But Wednesday we usually do stock up, stock down. We need more bits. What bits do y'all want? What do y'all want us to do on Wednesdays? I think Wednesdays.
We always win on Wednesdays. That's a bit.
Have they always won on Wednesdays?
No, I think we haven't won a single game.
They might not have won a single game on Wednesday. That's tough.
We scored 154 runs. Third most in the entire league, first in the American League.
Oh, the Astros are 3-1 on Wednesdays.
No, always win on Wednesdays. There we go.
Winning Wednesdays. Yeah, we need more Wednesday bits.
We do need more Wednesday bits.
Chris had a good. I don't know if you said it. I saw a thing earlier. I need Jim to hire a GM that isn't going to be a yes man. I think from 23 to now, he has been Jerry. But if he makes it right, hire, the ship can be righted. I think that was the biggest. Obviously, Jeff Linnell was a great GM just in his mind and the way he built the analytics department, all of that.
He also missed a lot too.
He did, yeah, absolutely.
Revisionist history for Jeff's very nice.
There's what is it? Rose colored glasses.
Rose colored, yeah, good one, dude. Sick reference.
Thanks, bro. But I think one thing Jeff did was I think he wasn't a yes man to Jim, and I don't think that dynamic worked.
I don't think Jim was ever involved. I think
no. Well, that's part of it. That's part of it. He trusted him.
Hey, go do your thing, dog.
Yeah. But like, I think you need to get back to that dynamic. You need a GM that one, your owner trusts enough to do things and execute his plan without interference, and two, be smart enough for that plan to be good.
I think when you keep zooming out, you hired a coach before a GM, right? You hired Dusty before you had Click.
Yeah. And
you fired Click, you had Dusty, you hired Dana.
And
then they get into it. There's a power struggle within that to who has the most power and say. Dusty Baker contract isn't renewed. That GM then brings on the departed Skipper's bench coach.
Yeah.
And now you're in this 3-year window of almost like
mediocrity.
Yeah.
I guess one question you can think on. If it's only one of them that goes, if one of them is here's a question. If one of them is still with the team when baseball resumes in 2028,
I won't watch.
But who would it be?
Like who do I want?
Who do you think has more?
Zero.
None. I know, but
none make it. None make it.
Okay, but who do you think is in a better light with Jim? My thought would be Dana.
No.
Just because of I think he's done a decent job. He hasn't done an amazing job. But he also hasn't I would
argue other than the Tucker trade and like the ancillary moves, right? He was made to strengthen the farm. I think the farm is just as bad as when he got here. They didn't hit on Bryce's fringe. I don't think Yannick's
that's fair.
He was touted in this scouting and like baseball, and granted it is a gamble, it is a crapshoot on that, but Bryce Matthews was a reach in the first round. Walker Yannick was a reach in the first round. Xavier Nine's gonna be great. I love go get high school prep bats that have a very, very high ceiling and use those picks. But when you take college bats, I think there's and it's a crapshoot. Like it legitimately is. Like it's not fair because it's not like the NFL draft or the NBA draft where if you're not in the lottery, and obviously the football draft's more in depth. But
what was Dana's first draft?
Bryce in 23,
4 or 3?
Be the 23 draft. He went Bryce, Walker, Xavier Nyans.
Walker was 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bryce in 23, Xavier in 24. But now you have a bunch of pool money and you're in a better position, I guess. I don't know. thunderstorms at 6 p.m., 56%. In Baltimore, 7 p.m. cloudy, 8 p.m. thunderstorms, 9 p.m. thunderstorms. Yeah, this game is
So we're getting a doubleheader tomorrow.
This game is going to be banged. We're going to do a doubleheader stream tomorrow. Hang in there, Astro fans.
I am working on the room and making it cool and comfortable and fun. So I was not planning on a doubleheader, though. I was not planning on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh, player of the day. Pick the stick.
I'm just speechless.
If Dana Brown is
tired of this team, man.
Upcoming draft does determine a lot, 100%. You got to hit on these 2 first rounders. Yeah.
But like, Dana won't be here to see it.
No, I think his job security is through draft. Like
if he has so you think
I think it's through that.
It weighs on the baseball writers' like consensus of his draft, because obviously he's not going to be here long enough to see any of those players be good.
The baby's being delivered. Like it's happening. Can't. It's his draft. It's his scouting. He's gone. Regardless, it's going to be his draft and his deadline, and then the contract will just not be renewed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's making all these moves for not him, for the future of a team that.
Ideally, you want him to have the mindset of we win. We get into the DS or CS, and I'm going to make moves. I mean, he's not going to. Like, you're not going to self-sabotage. You'll never get a job in baseball again. Like,
yeah.
It's his draft. It's going to be his deadline.
Yeah.
So.
Our fan base in this city is worse. No support unless we're winning. Or now you want to be a fan. I mean, I think you'll find that's most fan bases. Certainly, I'm sure we're in the top half of that being the case around the league. But I also don't blame them unless we're starting to bring prices down. I don't blame not wanting to spend $50 on an outing to the ballpark, $50 to $100 just to watch them lose 9-1.
Yeah, I mean, I turned down a Yankee ticket Saturday just because I didn't want to spend money watching something I can watch on the couch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that, what's the word?
Desensitized?
Yeah.
No. Comfortably numb?
Comfortably numb.
Thanks, Delegado.
Yeah, it's. Have y'all picked any other teams to root for this year? No, I've honestly been just using shout out T-Mobile, shout out to the goats at T-Mobile, with having access to watch all the games. Been watching a lot of Big Inning. They do as their version of Red Zone.
I have the quad box up often. I will say, I think I'm probably a bigger baseball fan than I have ever been in my life right now, in general.
Yeah.
Just as baseball as a whole. I've always been a huge Astros fan, but a lot of years I just kind of half watched the rest of the league. Between fantasy baseball, between, like you said, MLB TV, between
the lockout looming.
Lot of lockout looming. That's a big part of it. I'm trying to enjoy baseball as much as I can this year. And there's a lot of really young, fun stars around the league. It's exciting. I was excited for the Astros to have a few of those this year, and 2 of them are hurt.
I think I can go to every team right now and say something positive, like watching them play.
That's true. And in a year where a lot of the teams' records are low, but I think part of that is the parity is pretty. Like, the Rockies look good.
Yeah,
the White Sox offense looks fun.
Let's run as extra.
Okay.
Oakland Athletics, formerly known as the Oakland Athletics, formerly known as Prince Athletics.
Let's say our favorite player on each team. Let's do that. Or a positive.
Yeah, I'm just saying I like their young core. Like, obviously with Kurtz and Wilson, like,
Yeah,
and they're winning.
they have some pitching coming up that looks really good too.
Yeah. What do you have? Say something positive. This is the segment.
What's his name? Arnold, the pitcher.
Jamie Arnold.
Jamie Arnold is a stud.
Stud.
I'm excited to see him pitch. Like you said, Kurtz and Wilson.
Yeah,
look awesome.
Mariners. I like their pitch. I like watching their pitchers pitch. They throw strikes. Also,
Brian Woo's a stud.
Josh Naylor yesterday hit a home run and pimped it. Trial by combat.
How is he not getting
trial by
he's
combat
hit in the ribs?
Trial by combat. You have to fight him. You
can't walk.
I'm not saying you have to like.
There should be a like you're out of the
trial
baseline.
by combat. You cannot let that happen.
Rolled out of the. He's out of the baseline.
You cannot let that happen.
You can't hit the grass.
Cannot let that happen
on the opposite side.
You cannot swing, pimp a homer, moonwalk backwards into the grass, bat flip, and then take off on a jog. You trial by combat.
Crazy.
Trial by combat. South Oklahoma, nothing to say about them.
No,
0.
DeGrom's
cool. DeGrom's cool though. DeGrom's cool. Angels. I like watching Mike Trout play baseball.
He's back.
I love watching Mike Trout do what Mike Trout does.
I will say another guy that's annoying that I hate when we play him, but that is just sneaky underrated is Zach Neto. He's very good.
He's a mosquito.
Yeah, I hate it.
He is Jason Kendall as a child. I hated Jason Kendall. He's just an Astro killer. He's just a gnat.
He's gonna go
really good baseball
player. 4 against us
really good baseball player. Yankees. I like watching Judge hit and the Cam Schittler kid.
Yeah,
I could never get that name right. I'm not gonna get it right now.
That's fine.
Kid's good.
Yeah. Ben Rice
he's cool.
He's the second coming of Jesus Christ, apparently. He's incredible.
He just hits. Tampa Bay Rays. Kevin Cash just wins. I like Caminero. I like Yandy Diaz is a superstar.
I like Caminero a lot. Yeah.
Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah.
Toronto, Vladdy.
I'm excited to see what Yusevich does.
Yeah.
In a longer season.
Red Sox, I like Alex Cora.
That was ugly.
That was mean.
That was ugly.
I like
Roman Anthony.
Roman Anthony's
a stud.
Tigers, I like watching School pitch and Kevin McGonigal. McGonigal is a stud.
I was watching a video earlier on the greatness of Jordan and his swing and miss, all that. But one of the closer guys comparatively was McGonigal with all these percentiles.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Guardians, I can watch J. Ram play baseball every single day.
Yes. And the pitching staff.
Yeah.
I think that here's a hot take. I think the Guardians pitching staff in the late 2020s is not up there, but is compared. You'll see some Fox Sports comparisons to the 90s Braves pitching staff.
Wow.
They have an incredible
They do have a really good staff. Twins. Friend of the program, Tristan Gray. They picked him up for nothing, and he's raking for the Twins.
He's a friend of the program?
Yeah, famous friend.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. I like Larnick.
Yeah. Stud. White Sox.
I mean,
the whole
Colson
world.
Montgomery.
The whole world was wrong
on
Murakami. The whole world was wrong.
They have so many good young hitters. I think if they get pitching, I think they could be a contender next season, not next year.
You've been kind of saying that.
I've been saying
You've been kind of saying that.
They're 30.
They have the power of Pope. The power of Pope.
They just need pitching. They need a bullpen. They don't have a bullpen. They don't have, the bottom of their order still needs. They need to call some guys up. But the top half of their lineup is fun.
George says Eric Hosmer talking crap about the Astros yesterday. Yeah, hey, that's where we are. We're an afternote. We're an afternote and everything. We're a jab thrown and an after. That's where the Houston Astros are right now. Go look at I think there was an executive on MLB.com. All these executives had free say to say whatever they want. Talk about the bust of it was National League and American League. It's like who's the surprisers and who has underperformed. Astros weren't even mentioned. Not even mentioned. They're an afterthought.
Yeah. No longer feared. No longer revered.
They're
seen.
They're the 90s child star that can't get a movie.
Just forgotten about.
That's where they are.
We used to be gods. Oh, Taj Bradley. Taj Bradley,
Stud.
that trade
Stud.
looks incredible for them now.
Stud.
He's one of the few guys that's like, often there's a young pitcher that was a top prospect that struggled their first few years. And like some team is like, oh, I'm going to take a chance on them. And it almost never works out. It worked out for them. I mean, he's striking out 8 to 10 guys a game, going 6 or 7. Incredible.
Yeah.
You good?
No, Chris scared the hell out of me. They didn't know idea it was there. It's like a sleep paralysis demon.
All right, but give me another team.
The Braves. I was wrong about the Braves. I said they're a joke for being up like third on money in Vegas.
The problem is they have a very good farm. They're basically the Astros, but with a very good farm. So they keep
like Baldwin.
They keep calling these guys up, and they're actually good.
Matt Olson's good again.
Acuna's
not even having a great year.
No.
And they're 21-9. They have all the pitchers are hurt.
All their pitchers are hurt, but all these young guys they're calling up are still good. J.R. Ritchie came up and gave him 2 earned runs.
Majami.
I love the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
I like Xavier Edwards.
I like
Sandy.
No, the guy who's
Yuri Perez.
Otto Lopez. He looks great this year. Switch hitting. Nationals,
James Wood.
James Wood is incredible. I like Lyle.
Yeah.
I think he's good.
The Mets. Meet the Mets. Juan Soto. Love Juan Soto.
Yeah.
Nothing. 2019 cannot make me ever hate Juan Soto. He's the best hitter ever, complete hitter ever. The Phillies. I like Rob Thompson.
Ladies and gentlemen, he did it again.
Play the hits. Reds. They're doing this without. They're doing this without Lodolo and Hunter Green. They're 19-10.
Their offense is
South
incredible.
Stewart.
South Stewart is Mike Trout.
He's awesome. Cubbies. Wow. Imagine that. Bregman goes to another team and they consistently win. I like Nico Horner.
Yeah, I like Nico Horner. Good. I like Breggy. I like Seiya Suzuki. Looks good. They have a fun offense. I think they'll be in the playoffs for sure.
For sure. Cardinals. I'll never say anything nice about the Cardinals.
The Cubs, another great trade, sneaky great trade. The Edward Cabrera trade.
Edward Cabrera, stud.
I mean, Cassie looks fine.
Stud.
Edward Cabrera is really helping them.
Cardinals, I'll have nothing to say ever. Not nice with the Cardinals. Brewers.
They're the new Cardinals.
Kyle Harrison.
Kyle Harrison's stud. They're the new Cardinals. How about that? The Cardinals used to be a team that would just, for no reason, still be good every year, no matter what.
Yeah.
That's now the Brewers. Like, Christian Yelich has been hurt for like 3 weeks, and they keep winning. They keep, finding ways to figure it out. I mean, they're 15-13, and you would never even know. Like, they're just that good.
Pirates, Skeens,
Bubba Chandler. They have a lot of fun young arms coming up. That Dotel kid, is that
Reynolds? Is that a stud?
Octavio Dotel's son?
I don't know. Brandon Lau, whatever. Dodgers. It's really cool to see Ohtani do what he does every fifth day.
Wilbur Dotel.
Ohtani gave up a run and his ERA rose yesterday. San Diego. I love Tatis.
He is.
Nothing can make me hate.
He is Octavio Dotel's son. Sorry, I just shout out Octavio Dotel. What were you talking about?
Dodgers and Padres.
Padres. Is Jackson Merrill coming back? He's starting to find it back to the rookie of the year. Jackson Merrill. I mean, Mason Miller is the most untouchable pitcher on the planet.
We've done the 100-mile-per-hour challenge. We've succeeded at the 100-mile-per-hour challenge. If I had to face Mason Miller 100 times in a vacuum, one foul tip.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the fact that he can hit the 101, 102, but also
everything else.
The most devastating slider you've ever seen in your life. I mean, you're falling over swinging at that.
I'm busting every ligament in my body. I'm
He
combusting.
throws you 102 up and in, 102 up and in, and then he throws you a slider off the plate, and you're going.
I would
flying.
If a genie comes to me, I grant you any wish. You can be a billionaire tomorrow. You can buy your sports team that you love. You could be a Saudi prince. I would say, give me a time machine where Mason Miller faces Babe Ruth. Just so I could see Babe Ruth shit himself against Mason Miller.
What's that funny tweet? That's like
the Timothy
Jordan
Chalamet.
Hicks.
Oh, the Jordan Hicks was like
Babe Ruth.
Yeah, and then he would walk to first base.
Yeah, he would watch four. He would shit himself if he saw Jordan Hicks fastball, and he would watch 4 pitches go by and walk to first base.
Arizona Diamondbacks. Corbin Carroll looks like a stud again.
I'm telling you, he's
Ketel's not even warmed up yet. Perdomo's not even warmed up yet.
Yeah, Perdomo hasn't done.
He hasn't done nothing. The Giants.
I like Willie Adames.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like the West Coast Mets. They just have a bunch of names and all-stars. They just can't really mesh. Yeah. I mean, Chapman, Devers, Adames. The Rockies are fun. The Rockies are a fun team.
Are really fun.
Dolander, everyone in their bullpen throws.
Yeah.
Ched.
That offense is really fun.
They beat our ass.
Moniak is like possessed right now.
Yeah.
Hunter Goodman is probably the top 5 catcher in baseball.
Yeah. Jose Fernandez has been great for Arizona. Yeah. And Brito too, right? Brito's over there. See, like, this is like, I know this is not what people come to watch because we're talking about the Astros, but like, the league is in such a good spot to watch everything else.
Yeah.
Besides
baseball,
if
makes it more frustrating to watch the Astros because you watch all these other teams.
Like after Jordan, after saying doing this thought exercise for the Astros, like it's all right, Jordan. Then what? The offense is not. Like,
he's hurt.
He's hurt.
Hunter Brown, he's hurt.
Altuve has a 100 OPS.
Cam Smith, he's not doing it anymore.
He struck out 35 times. Like Christian Walker is the next best thing to say about this team.
Yeah.
And then Carlos Correa. So
that's what it was. Jackie would shit his pants if he saw Hicks throw a 103 sinker, and he would take 3 more pitches and walk to first. I love that tweet. Carroll's my guy. I love him. Let's get to some of these comments. Dalton Rushing.
Dalton Rushing's
asshole.
A douchebag.
Yeah.
What a douchebag.
I wrote a show pictures with the Brewers. Can't believe this is my life. Wow. Shark, honestly, kind of psycho. The people that play Road the Show and don't like auto pick the team they want to go to and then just let
you got to leave it up to fate.
No,
dude.
that's psycho.
No, you got to leave it up to
fate.
fate.
You want to live your life pitching for the fucking Colorado Rockies.
That's the name of the show, baby.
Absolutely.
Name of the show.
Picking Astros immediately. Nope. We're going to win 160 out of 162 games.
See, that's not fun. You gotta let
I go to that to
let
escape.
The gods determine your fate.
After
I'm about to challenge you trial by combat.
After grinding Diamond Dynasty World Series shit, I go play Road to Show to have a good time and break records.
That's fair. That is a safe outlet.
That's a safe outlet. I'm tired of grinding Diamond Dynasty the rest of the time. I need a safe
recession indicator, John Apollo, HOU, and we're talking about how fun the Rockies are. Fair.
That's
Jose Siriano, legit. Jose Siriano's gonna win. Gonna run away with the side.
Does Clemens have the record? Who has the record of ERA before the All-Star break? Somebody has it under 1.
I love baseball because like it's obscure stats. Like
yeah.
Who had the lowest ERA by April 25th?
Yeah,
they're like,
I mean, he's got to be
doctrines about it.
He gave up a run yesterday or his last start, and his ERA doubled. I think it went from 0.24 to 0.42 or something like that.
Oh my gosh! Okay, this is not real life. These are no. What? All-time record at the All-Star break? Oh no, this is the lowest ERA in MLB history is a 0.86 mark in 1880. Fuck you, Tim Keefe.
So Siriano's doing
Tim Keefe. I would have hit 900 off.
So Siriano's doing
Dutch Leonard in 1914.
Anytime you look up the record that a modern player is going for, and the year is pre-1930, you know he's doing some insane shit.
All-Star break. All-Star.
Because right now he's sitting at. Let me look.
Oh, this is StatMuse.
Soriano is sitting at 0.84 currently. So he gave up 2 runs, and his ERA went up like 0.6. He's at 2.7 WAR already. He's on pace for like a 10 WAR season from as a pitcher.
That'll play.
He has a loss too.
That'll play.
That's really Angels.
You got to play.
49 Ks and 42 innings. I mean, a 513 ERA plus in 42 innings. That's like already he's at what an elite closer would give you in a season.
Hey, Jordan needs to turn it on even more because hey, to beat the champ, you got to beat the champ. And Judge is on pace. Do you see? Even with Judge's slow start, who was it? Who's that guy? Who's that Twitter account?
He's hit a few tanks recently.
He just tied Jordan. God, what is that kid's?
He's at the 12 tanks. His OPS is right over 1,000 again. 1,037.
I saw it yesterday. Fuck.
His WAR is negative. Oh, sorry, that's Trey Grisham. He's 1.8. I'm about to say that'd be crazy.
Yeah, Jordan's got to keep it up. Judges back.
I mean, if we can get a Judge and Jordan home run race, at least we'll have something fun.
I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something.
All right, it's 102. 102.
10 WAR would be more than Verlander had his MVP season. There's a world where Judge and Jordan are at like 50-something home runs. They're racing.
Don't
and
do this
Jose
to yourself.
Siriano has
Don't do this to yourself.
Has a
Don't
less
do
than a
this to
1
yourself.
ERA. It's not going to
Don't
happen.
do this to
It's not
yourself.
going to happen.
Just don't do it to yourself.
If a pitcher ever went a full season under 1 ERA,
Just don't do this to yourself.
He
You're
MVP.
only gonna hurt yourself more. C'est la vie.
0.84, and he probably made his last start of April. So 0.84 through April is a crazy ERA. Does he win player? No, they have pitcher and hitter of the month, or is it player of the month?
Sure.
Well,
Him.
That's important. Pitcher, is it pitcher and hitter of the month, or is it just one player of the month? It's player of the month. So Jordan might have his player of the month stolen by Jose Siriano.
He's hit 2 home runs.
Even then, like, I mean, Siriano's done some just ridiculous stuff. AL Cy Young and MVP going to be non-playoff teams. That's very true.
Yep.
It might be.
Yep. All right, chat.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, 10:30.
11:30.
11:30. Excuse me. 11:30.
Just 30 minutes earlier than a noon game.
11:30. 11:30. We're doing a watch along. We're watching balls.
We're
ball watching. Watch party.
We'll be watching the game tomorrow on stream. In the new improved man cave I'm working on. Yeah, we'll be on stream, and then Friday live at noon.
You know, I thought the Justice Department said, you know, you can't do what you did in Guantanamo Bay, and yet we're doing this on stream, watching this team play. It just feels like a threat. Feels just like a threat. But I'm excited for
Maybe
it.
if they're losing, let's say this, if they're down by 15 by the 5th, we'll just waterboard each other for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, the rest of the stream.
Just because that's probably more enjoyable. Set the alarms. Yeah, set your alarms. Wake up early.
All right.
Wake up early. Yeah. Thank you to everybody for hanging out. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/ApolloHIU. Go support us there. Like and subscribe right here on YouTube or Instagram. Follow us there. By the way, the empty chair is like a memoriam for a bit from the Lima. Yeah.
Yes. He went to get eggs. He said he was going to be right back.
He's coming back. I swear.
He's getting milk.
Yeah. He's not with his new family. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out with us for another hour of talking through our trauma. And yeah, we will see you next time.
Peace. Love you guys.